Yes, welcome back to another City Extra stream. We thought we'd have a talk about the fixtures upcoming for the weekend. We said that we'd speak about this before in the other stream. And yeah, this is pretty big weekend, this, bro. Like Sean Dyche in his in his gravel for breakfast. Can he stump up something against Arsenal? And then we've obviously still got to do the business against Tottenham on Sunday, a ground where we've never scored. So it's a big weekend. I feel like if things go Arsenal's way this weekend, bro, it stinks a lot. We can't afford it. Like, the fact that they'd be able to capitalise on that and bring it to like 12 points, whatever it is, that's grim.
Yeah, no, it is a pretty poor situation. I'm thinking to myself, if City were to, if Arsenal beat Everton and City lose, I mean, it's never over until it's over.
But that stings of it being over, doesn't it?
That's difficult. That's seriously difficult, man. It is. So, we've just got to make sure that we get the job done. But let's go through the fixtures and see what's going on there. So, as we all know, pretty sure everyone is aware that Chelsea are currently drawing 0-0 with Fulham. They've just kicked off for the second half, actually. Mudryk subbed off at half-time. Early kick-off tomorrow. Oh, go on.
Apparently subbed off at half-time. I just went on Google and it doesn't say anything there, but I guess he has been subbed
Google's
off.
arse, mate. It takes fucking ages to update subs on Google. Never use Google for subs, bro.
That's why you should use One Football app, isn't it, bro?
That's it. So, so they're currently playing right now. Not really anything in that, to be honest with you. Obviously, it's Fulham are fighting for like a Europa Conference League position, but it's for Chelsea. I mean, they may still have hopes of getting top four. I just don't see them getting top four this season. I think honestly, you could have put Leo Messi in that team, Pogba in that team, Haaland in that team, Varane in that team. Courtois in that team. I still don't think they would have got top five.
I think it's just a mess at the moment at Chelsea.
Not right now.
I think they've got too much shit going on.
I agree.
I just feel like they're signing every man left, right, and centre. No one knows if their position in the team is safe or not because Bowley's doing madness. But I mean, I guess they're prepping for next year. They'll probably look at the league, bro, saying it's a write-off. Let's try our best in Champions League.
MCFC lad says got £10 on a 0-0 for Everton Arsenal. Match bet 0 risk. Returns 150. Bro, DM me that.
I want to get on that. DM was that.
On a DM. I need to get on that 150 return.
DM City Extra Pod, innit? We need to be getting on that. Gamble away on that for everyone listening to our conversation with MCFC lads. Dr. Footer, yes. No organisms tonight. It says Poro is shite. CFG sucky is soul out.
No worries, Luke. Give us a bell, mate. Give us a bell. Right, cool. So Everton obviously playing tomorrow. New manager against Arsenal. Remember, we are doing a live watch along for that one tomorrow, 12:30. Everton have won 3 out of the last 4 games against Arsenal, so they've obviously got a good run against Arsenal. But obviously they're coming into this in just simply terrible form. So that ain't a great situation. But we'll have to see what happens there. Everton obviously in the relegation zone, Arsenal top of the league, so it is bottom of the top sort of situation, and it's going to be an interesting one. And regardless of what happens tomorrow, I think for an Everton point of view, it'll be interesting to see how they perform. Even if they get beat, which is obviously highly likely, even if they get beat, it'll be interesting to see how they play, because I think tomorrow will. Because have you seen him? First training session, bro. Sean Dyche had him done the what's it called? We go beep test.
The bleep test.
He had him doing that on the first training session, man. So
to see where the fitness levels are.
Yeah, he's going to get those players working hard. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to see what type of performance they put in. I'm actually really looking forward to that game tomorrow.
I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll be decent. Obviously, there is the chance that Arsenal batter Everton, but at the same time, it's the unknown of what Dyche will bring to Everton, which I'm quite excited for. And if Arsenal do end up running away with the game, then it's a game that I'd watch anyway. Just a reminder, we're doing this as an Xtra Club stream tomorrow, so for people who want to get involved, the link is in the description. It'll probably be a public one on it, but then with a Xtra Club chat, so if you want to get involved in the chat and that. That's tomorrow at 12:30. That's the early kickoff, and that's another thing that stinks as well, bro. Never back the early kickoff. Is it going to happen to Arsenal finally?
I know.
I say finally. I don't. They might have lost things at 12:30. No, they've only lost one game, innit? So.
Well, lost one game. Yeah, so, against Newcastle.
Yeah.
Not against Newcastle United. Sorry.
Yeah, so we need some 12 juju look in it. You know what I mean, we need to bring all the curses down on Arsenal to try and derail their season.
Yeah.
Desperate times.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be an interesting watch tomorrow. As I say, we'll be doing that tomorrow at live watch along. Then at 3:00, you got Brighton versus Bournemouth. Another interesting game that, because Brighton obviously doing really, really well. 3 wins in the last 5. Only got one defeat in there as well. Currently sitting in 7th position. They have 3 games in hand over Fulham, who we're currently playing now. So they've got an opportunity to really sort of push up that league table. They've got 2 games in hand on Tottenham, and they're only 5 points behind. And obviously Tottenham are playing City. So if Brighton can get the win against relegation-placed Bournemouth, Brighton are going to be making a push, man. I said I'm not ruling out Brighton for the top 4, you know. I don't think they will get it, but I'm not ruling them out. I don't think... I think the way that the De Zerbi's got them playing, they're a really, really, really good team, you know.
Yeah, I like Brighton, mate. I really like Brighton. I like the way they play football. Everything is good, obviously. And the thing is, it's so weird because they keep losing all the best players, and then they still retain this very good football and still get results. It's weird. Like, they've lost Trossard and they still beat Liverpool. Moises Caicedo weren't playing in it in that Liverpool game. They still beat them, but now he's obviously stayed, which is a big positive for them. If he can get his head right and he can get his head back into Brighton and focusing on the next 3 or 4 months that's left of the season, that'll be massive for them and for where they finish, because he's a great player, and for them to keep hold of him is mint. I genuinely really like Brighton, so I hope they do well this season.
Yeah, me too, 100%. As for Bournemouth, I think they'll get
Stinks.
relegated.
Bournemouth stink.
I keep saying
stinks.
this, but I remember seeing them when they were like 12th, and after like 6 or 7 games, or maybe a little bit late, maybe 10 or something. They were like 12th, and everyone was buzzing about them. And then someone said, I didn't find it. Someone sent me or put it in one of the group chats that Bournemouth were exceeding their expected points and expected goals by far. Like they were overperforming. They were getting results when they shouldn't get results, and that XG, bro, that expected points, expected goals, shit don't lie, man. And as the season's gone on, the luck's run out, and they found themselves now winless in the last 5, in the bottom 3. And I mean, for me,
42 goals.
Yeah, it's not great. But
that stinks. 42.
I know.
Bro, do you know Newcastle have only conceded 11 goals? They've got the best defence in the league. That is mad.
I know.
Yeah, the 42 goals is heavy. And Haaland didn't even get one.
I know. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting game. Can Brighton... That has the potential to be a banana skin, though, for Brighton. They've got to go get there, because everyone will be expecting Brighton to win. Can they deal with that pressure and get the win? Because, you know, they could potentially push for top 4 as well. As we look at United, they're playing Crystal Palace. They're at home, United. Obviously sat there in 4th position. A win, and that would put them 6 points clear of Tottenham, having played the same amount of games. Obviously, if they drop points, then that's a bit of an L. Crystal Palace only won 1 in the last 5. Bit of a weird season for Crystal Palace. I mean, in terms of the league position, they're probably doing as well as you could probably expect. I don't think many people would be expecting Crystal Palace to finish any higher than 12th. So from that point of view, it's been a good season so far. But I think they'll be quite disappointed with some of the results, man. I've seen some of the results come in like after the games. I'm like, oh shit, another draw or another loss. And again, it's been very, very stop-start. They can't seem to get a run of form going, Crystal Palace.
I think for them, they're aiming higher in it, and obviously they're probably looking at it saying like, oh, look at these situations where we could have won these games, or we shouldn't have dropped points in these games. We could be a lot further at the table. But obviously, it is still mad considering. It's mad when you consider you've got teams like Chelsea and Liverpool in 9th and 10th. See, that's weird. The whole table this year just feels like it's a weird year, isn't it? Like where the teams at the top aren't really there. Well, obviously Chelsea and Liverpool aren't up there, which is weird. You got Newcastle up there nowadays, which I think will become more of a regular thing season after season. But Crystal Palace, I think they'll just be a little bit disappointed. Like you say, 12th is probably about right, but I think they'll still be disappointed. Aim higher, innit?
Yeah, exactly. Brentford, they're taking on Southampton. Brentford had a really, really good season. They're currently sitting in 8th. They're unbeaten in the last 5. Southampton, obviously rock bottom, but they did get a win. Not the last game, the game before that. Can they get? I think a lot of the players maybe have come back from injury now as well. Apparently I didn't watch it, but apparently they played quite well against Newcastle. Don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. So they kind of need to be winning this game, Southampton. Brentford are a good side, but they need to be taking points off them with Everton getting Dyche. I think, because honestly, I think Everton will be safe now that they've got Dyche. I do. I think they'll be safe. I'm looking at Southampton, Bournemouth. I think Wolves will be okay. I think West Ham will be okay. I'm still looking at Leeds.
Southampton's such a dodge one. It's because obviously sitting rock bottom now. It's so weird, man. It's so weird. And obviously, if Dyche can save Everton, then it's a masterclass to get rid of Lampard. At this point, well, it's a save, I'd call it, not a masterclass, but it's a save for Everton to get him in. Now they're not too far off safety. It's just actually getting there, and I think they've got the right manager to go with it. They've got the right manager because he'll focus on getting points.
Yeah,
he ain't asked about playing the nice football and that's what they needed. They don't want someone who's gonna be like, oh, but we played nice, but we still lost. You know what I mean? You can't afford for that to happen when you're in a relegation scrap. And I'm not sure how obviously I know Southampton played really well against us. They just seem to be different in the league. I don't know what the thing is. They looked mint when they played us, bro. Maybe we were just that shit.
Yeah, I also think that it's easier to play sometimes against the big teams because all you have to do is you don't have to go and win the game. You're not expected to go and win the game. It's just sort of let's just
pressure off situation.
Yeah, pressure off. We just sit there, try and get them on the break, get set piece or something. Whereas when you're playing teams in and around you and you've got to go and actually win the game, you can't just sit on the edge of the penalty area. You've got to go and actually take the game to teams. That's when it becomes a little bit different. So, yeah, that's where we're at with that one. It'll be interesting to see how that one goes. Will Liverpool get a win? They have been absolutely awful this season. They've not got a win in the last 3 games in the Premier League. I think it might be 4 if you include the cup games. They're absolutely awful. They're currently sat in 10th.
Stinks, doesn't it? They're so far off.
It's remarkable. I mean, let's be honest. We should really have seen a little bit of a dip coming from. By the way, everyone talk about Perón. We'll speak about it once.
We'll speak about Perón later, innit?
But yeah, Liverpool. Potentially seen a little bit of a dip coming. They didn't strengthen the midfield. That was a disaster. They've obviously gambled on Nunes. They lost Mane, etc., etc. But no one expected them to fall off that. It's been absolutely insane. I don't think I've ever seen a fall off like this before. Did Chelsea do this? I mean, I know Leicester did it, but did Chelsea do it when they won the league? I know Liverpool didn't win the league last year, but they were close. And Chelsea won the league. I'm sure they fell off.
Yeah, didn't they fall off rapid?
Yeah.
Because Leicester did it. Because weren't Leicester the worst performing side after the German? Yeah, worst champion ever, basically, which is pretty mad. It's just a weird situation, Liverpool. It's weird. I like them again. Is that just a write off for that season? Because they need to really pull through this second half of the season because they need to be aiming for the top 4 spots.
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool without Champions League is a mad one.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy because the thing is, I feel like with their fans as well, every time they'll get a good result, and it seems like they're back. And you're thinking, yes, Liverpool are back, but then the week after they'll go shit the bed again, and it's like, there's no consistency. So I don't know, man. I mean, the form, it's 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. That's shit. That's shit. I mean, ours is 3 wins, a loss, and a draw, and we're saying that we're having a bad time.
I know. It's pretty crazy, and obviously they're playing Wolves, so if they can't beat Wolves, then they are seriously in trouble. And they're halfway through the season. They're 10 points behind United with a game in hand, to be fair. So, call it 7 if they win the game in hand. Still quite a lot of points to overcome that, you know. It is still, and especially when there's no real sign. Like, you look at City and you go, okay, let's call it 8 points behind Arsenal, right? But we've won 3 on the bounce. We beat Arsenal in the cup. We beat Tottenham as well. Like, there are signs to be optimistic.
Mm-hmm.
But you look at Liverpool and it's just like, it gets worse, man. And like you say, whenever they do get like a good result and you think, all right, go and win the next game, they go, nah. And then they go shit the bed again. So it's phenomenal to see what's going on there, man.
It's going to be interesting if they don't get Champions League football to see what how that sways the transfer market anyway. Especially with transfers like Jude and that. Obviously players will have to just buy into the fact that they'll get back up there, but with the way that this year's gone, what's to say that it's going to be any different next year?
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. Aston Villa versus Leicester City. That'd be an interesting game, to be fair. That's a 3 p.m. Aston Villa currently sitting in 11th, Leicester in 14th on 18 points, so they're still really close to the relegation zone. Leicester have not won a game in the Premier League in the last 5. Aston Villa, who incidentally we play next week, brilliant. They're unbeaten in the last 4, so on form, you'd be going Aston Villa all day long. But Leicester do have the quality to get a result there, so it will be interesting to see. But yeah, that's a bit of an interesting one. And if Wolves do get a draw or a win against Liverpool, Aston Villa could overtake Liverpool, or will overtake Liverpool, finding Liverpool in the bottom half of the table.
Yeah, that is mad. That's mad.
Crazy, isn't it?
Also, Aston Villa are playing really well at the moment, apparently under Unai Emery. I seen a thing to say that haven't we got to play these soon as well?
We're playing next week.
Oh, that stinks. Yeah. Apparently they've got like the most points since Emery's come. It's only him and Arsenal up there with like the most points gained or whatever it is. Like he's absolutely slammed them. That they've changed 100% since he's come into the side. MJ in the chat says, "How does not getting Champions League football inch then closer to Bellingham? If anything, he chooses another club. Surely, yeah. No, that's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. Then if they don't get Liverpool, if Liverpool don't get Champions League, then it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with Jude Bellingham, because if the rumors have it all the time that he's favouring the Liverpool move, but will he want to miss out on Champions League for a year? Kian Britton, yes, we were too. He says off topic, but I think Mitoma from Brighton is, he looks really good. He does.
A lot of people have been saying this. I need to do a serious scouting session on this guy, because everyone's saying, like, I've seen his goals, I've seen his moments, but you know what it is, right? When you're signing a player for City or like a top club, you need to look beyond the moments, don't you? I mean, you guys know this. I don't need to tell you this, but like, you have to
watch the game, innit? You have to understand their game.
You have to watch what they do off the ball. You have to look at the pressing movements. You have to look at how they defend, their attitude. I mean, because let's be honest, right? Most players can get a sick YouTube highlights reel, yeah? Because they're playing that many games.
I can have a sick YouTube highlights reel, bro.
Yeah, it's possible, man, because, you know, you're playing that many games, you're bound to score a couple good goals, you're bound to do a couple good passes. But if you're 26, 25, you've been playing football 8 years, playing 40 games a season, of course you're going to have a good highlights reel. It's see about what you do off the ball, how you press, your attitude, your work rate, all that kind of stuff. So the only way to really find that out is to actually watch them regularly for the full 90 minutes. But having said that, there is a lot of hype around this guy, and you're not the only person to say that, Keon. So interesting.
Also, there's rumors that we're going to Japan for our pre-season tour. So if we sign,
why is he Japanese?
Yeah. So sign Matoma, go for that. That's a pretty mad one.
You never know.
Turkey Round with a 20 says, a bit off topic, but I pocketed Ronaldo Jr. today in a tournament in Riyadh. Then scored a hat-trick and did the suit in his face. What a game.
Wait, what? A bit off topic,
no way, what?
Jr. What the hell?
Man pocketed Ronaldo's son.
I think he's telling the truth.
I think he's telling the truth.
The guy who told us to look at his Instagram, and he was like with some famous like baller or something.
I can't remember that Turkey Ramen. That's mad. That, you know,
I think
that is mad. That
I don't think that's cap. I'm
not smelling any cap here.
Nah,
because that's pretty sick. That. Harley says, how can you pocket someone but then score a hat trick? What position do you play? That's true, that. But then you never know. It might just be a fullback. Oh yeah, box to box.
Maybe
Yeah,
box to box.
that's pretty sick. Yes,
Or maybe he played first half DM or centre back, and then second half the
Switched
coach
it
was
up.
like, "Get forward, lad. I need you to be a striker now."
Dash for the 4 months as well says it's my birthday and I want to thank LB and JP for the incredible show today. I'm king of the desert. Also, please do a poll: Iron Brew or Dr. Pepper. Yes, Dash, mate. Happy birthday. I will do a poll.
Happy birthday, Dash. Thanks for the 4, Bray. My vote goes Iron Brew, by the way.
My vote will be my vote would be Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
it says there's a divide in the City Extra in there, so we can't vote. By the way, I seen MCFC lads say Jordy Pardy, JP best skills and highlights 22, 23, 4K HD. Yes, I need that. I need someone to come and just film me playing football.
Right, let's continue with some of these games. I've only got a couple left now. We've got Newcastle versus West Ham. An interesting game, of course. West Ham need the points. They're only 2 places above the relegation zone with 18 points. They have maybe started to get a little bit of a turn of form. They won the last game. They've got only 1 defeat in the last 3, but they are playing Newcastle, who I called way back and said they won't win the league because they don't score enough goals. They draw too many games. And unfortunately, that is what's really sort of killed any sort of title hope. They've only won 2 out of the last 3. And yes, you are right to say the defence is sick, only conceding 11 goals, but they've only scored 33. Which, when you compare that to City, who are on 53 and Arsenal on 45, that is a madness.
Yeah, that stinks a little bit. That's the thing, though, isn't it? They're not conceding. They're also not scoring enough. Like I say, drawing too many games. 9 draws. 9 draws is mad. But
most in the league.
I think Newcastle will be extremely happy with their season so far. I think Sean Dyche is absolutely slamming it.
Oh yeah.
And Eddie Howe to be sat there in 3rd, he's doing unreal. He's genuinely doing unreal. And do you remember when he first came in and we were speaking about this, whether it'd work or not. But now it's a situation of it's defo worked. Mm-hmm. He's slamming Eddie Howe. And they're looking at getting Champions League football. They just need to not bottle it. They need to not bottle the top 4 now and just keep going. Mm-hmm. Lost only one game. That's heavy.
That is heavy.
Obey with the 20 gifted memberships. Yes, Obey.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He's
putting with a 20 gifted membership. Yes, Obey. Love to see it, man. Yeah, bro. I didn't have the screen open, innit? Yes,
Obey. That is big. He also says, my City Extra goats, we all love you. Yes, Obey. Massively appreciated, bro. So all these people, 20 new people, you can come and watch us watch the Xtra Club streams. Obviously, Premier League's back now, so we'll be doing a lot more of them.
12:30.
Half past 12, yeah.
Right, 2 last games, and it is the Sunday games. Nottingham Forest versus Leeds. Bit of a relegation clash here. I tell you what, if Notts Forest can win this game, they'd move up to 24 points. Ignoring what could happen in the other games, that would then put them it'd put them 7 points above relegation zone. That's starting to create a little, and you're not safe, but you're starting to create a little bit of a gap. And considering where they were only 2 months ago before the World Cup, everyone was like, they're going down.
Yeah, these are down, yeah.
But if they can get the win against Leeds, then they're putting a little bit of distance between themselves. They'd also be unbeaten in 5 Premier League matches. Leeds, on the other hand, they've not won a game in the last 5, but they have drawn 3. Obviously, they just can't seem to actually get the wins. They're struggling. Only 4 wins in the league this season. Conceding too many goals. They are scoring a lot more than other teams down there, but they are still conceding a lot as well. So
yeah, they've conceded quite a bit.
That for me, I think Leeds are still relegation candidates.
Yeah, they're on the brink of it, really, aren't they? They're literally on the edge of the relegation battle. It's such, bro. When it comes to the end of the season, I kind of hope it's this close with all these teams still. Like, when you get to the end of the season, the mid-table team, you just kind of look at it and go, right, okay, that's dead now. Because a lot of them games kind of die rapid. Whereas top of the table, you're looking at the Premier League and the Champions League in Europe. And then that's like what you get the excitement in them games. But then the bottom bro, here it's so close. Like, how's 14th Leicester on 18, and that's only 1 point above relegation?
Yeah.
That's mega.
It's
I just hope, I hope it stays like this towards the end of the season, innit? So it's like some mad exciting games.
Yo, just rapid. Chat, what's going on, man?
Yeah,
what's
I was just about to say this. Apparently, Sterling has done a Sterling.
I mean, there's many things that could be.
But I mean, I think I'm going to say he was through on goal and he apparently miskicked the ball.
Oh, Sterling Raheem, man. Oh, God, bro. I feel sorry for the guy, man. You know what I mean? I kind of low-key want him to start slamming. I don't like seeing him being shit, but...
Someone said just watch it. Yeah, but I can't just watch it, innit? I watch Chelsea game. I don't have it on, innit? I don't have the game on. I can put it on the second screen.
Anyway,
he miskicked a cross, Cade says. That's not so bad then.
Big up Obeyed. Says at the end of the season we own the league. Hope so, bro.
I hope so. I beg.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the final game of the weekend, and it is Tottenham versus Manchester City. City could find themselves, and let's be honest, in all likelihood, we will find ourselves 8 points behind Arsenal. We've then got to play Spurs at a place that we've never even scored. It's going to be disgusting. It's going to be one that we just got to cross our fingers that we actually score a goal, that we get the W. But it's one of them, like, if we can win if we can win on Sunday. Look, I know Villa's difficult, yeah, and obviously we got Arsenal, but we got to be going into these games confident, man. And we just got these next 3 games. I think if we win, I've said this, right? I think if we win the next 3 games, I think we'll win the league. But the next 3 games are incredibly difficult. You're playing a team which you've never scored at. You're playing a team which is, as you just said, one of the most informed teams in the league right now, and then you're playing the league leaders. 3 ridiculously hard games. If you win them all, I think we'll go on to win the league.
It's so bad. It's so bad. It's just these 3 games. I think, like you say, I genuinely think this is defining moments.
Yeah.
Because I believe you. I believe you in the sense of if we win these 3 games, we'll go on to win the league. Because I think that'll be big. And I think what will be on then like a 6-match winning streak, something like that, which would be sick.
6-match winning streak. By the way, after Arsenal, so at the end of the 3, you then got Forest and Bournemouth. So you should then make it.
You should be. You should be on 8 there, shouldn't you? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You'd back yourself to beat Forest and Bournemouth, although they are both away days, but still.
Yeah, you've got Leipzig in the middle there as well, by the way. But like in terms of just Premier League, you could get yourself up to a 7-match winning streak in the Premier League.
The thing is, we can win these 3 games, yeah, and we might not be top of the league. But then that game against Arsenal, we could potentially cut it down to 2, whatever. Do you know what I mean? We might be able to cut it a bit closer than what it is now, and we might not be top of the league after them 3 games, but there's a serious chance that we absolutely put this league out of sight for Arsenal to win it in these 3 games. Like, we lose against Spurs, lose against Villa, lose against Arsenal. That's it. We drop points in all 3 games. I think that's it. I think we need to win these games. Every game now for me is looking like a must win because Arsenal just keep running, keep going. Yeah. So you just have to keep. We've got to keep up with the pace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely, bro. I completely 100% agree, man. It's going to be interesting to see this weekend. It really. I think if Arsenal win and City lose, I think you'll get a lot of City fans throwing the towel and just stay focused on the champs.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it'll be 8 points. They'll have a game in hand. And I just think you'll get a lot of City fans going, sack the league off, let's focus on the champs.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were saying that. JV with a 7, yes, JV. Rodri didn't slam in his first season. He was thrown in and allowed to make mistakes for him to learn. Very, very true. And he says, Phillips needs the same, but can't because of the position that we're in. And then he says City 2-0, yes, JV. Hopefully it's a City 2-0. But you are right. We can't afford... This is why there's the Arsenal game in the FA Cup. There was a question about putting Phillips in, and I just couldn't do it. It's the FA Cup game in that, and you'd likely think that, they're the games where he'd be able to get in and play, but I couldn't do it because I don't think he has that time in the position that we're in. We can't really afford to be throwing him in. That's why he's only getting bit part minutes now, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes in games. And even that's rarely happening. So hopefully, as the season goes on, he does get a bit more game time and we see a lot more from him.
Yeah. No, spot on that. Spot
on. Shall we speak about Peroni?
Yeah, we can do. What do you want to? What you want to?
I guess there's not really much to talk about, but he's now training at Manchester City. He's been pitching in training, which is sick. He's been added to the Champions League squad. I guess he'll be taking João Cancelo's spot in the Champions League squad, and he's been given the number 32.
Ooh,
Carlos Tevez driller.
Yeah, fellow Argentine at that number.
Baby,
won't be going off playing any golf.
Hopefully not. Some 6-month hiatus. Baby the 25 says, "Give me the World 11 and City will give them a booty slap." World 11. Imagine they did that, like an actual World 11. Do you like on FIFA you used to have Classic 11 versus World 11, and it was all that kind of thing. Yeah. So that'd be mad. Obviously JV with the super chat. I know Obeyed against us ignoring me. I see. Sorry, Obeyed, mate. But yeah, 32 Carlos Tevez driller is big. Is he the first person to take 32 since Carlos Tevez had it?
I don't remember a player having 32 since.
I don't remember anyone having 32 since Tevez. It's a weird number, isn't it? 32.
Someone in chat will have to say. But yeah, I mean, like I say, it'd be interesting to see Peroni. I mean, there's not really much, an awful deal to say because we've covered him at length during the negotiations, and we've seen him play once and he looked good. But until we see him play in the first team, then we're not really going to know it. Are we going to see him play in the first team this season? I'd be very surprised. But then again, apparently he didn't want to be loaned out. He wanted to come and he wanted to chill, and he didn't want to go on loan. So I guess we're just in a situation with Peroni that. Just sort of wait and see. Let's have a look. I mean, Pep Guardiola rang the guy 3 times. So clearly Pep Guardiola wanted him at City. From what I've seen, and I've watched a full match of him play in the Sudamericano, he looked good. He looked like a kind of Rod. He actually kind of, I said he looked like a Rodri Gundogan hybrid. I'm going to throw in Frankie de Jong as well because he carries the ball.
Yeah.
And Rodri doesn't really do that. He carries it a little bit, but then he releases it quicker. Frankie de Jong drives with it. Gundogan obviously gets forward and gets himself goals, which Frankie de Jong doesn't do, and Rodri doesn't really do. So he's kind of, if I had to describe him, I'd combine Rodri, Gundogan, and Frankie de Jong all into one player, and I think that's Peroni.
Love that.
That's probably completely BS, and probably like
if I had turned up in nothing like it. There's the interesting thing of what is the situation then with this weekend? Peroni on the bench, aren't
Don't know.
I mean, he's in training.
Yeah.
First team training, bro. Imagine he's slammed in training. Pep's like, Bob, you're in.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah. Oh, Bade!
Obey with the 30 gifted memberships. And he also said you are forgiven. Yes, Obey. 30 gifted memberships.
He's turned up tonight, man. What?
Yes, Obey. Doing a madness.
Obey knows that this weekend is a big weekend.
Yeah, man. He knows. He knows it's such a heavy weekend for us.
The guy's getting gassed, bro. He's like, this is the weekend, man. This is the weekend that City end our curse. Regardless of what happens tomorrow. Forget what happens tomorrow, yeah? Everyone's just thinking about Man City are finally going to score a goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That's what everyone's thinking, man.
Yeah, it's mad as well when you look at the chat. It's just so many green names. Like, it's so many green names. Unreal. Yes, Obey. Goat Bade. Yeah, we need another thing that I was going to do is I was going to get I'm going to put a goat emoji on the thing so everyone can spam goats. Again, he's done it again with a 5. He's done it again with a 5. Days. He's put us on 1,101. Yes. 1101. Yes, Obeyed.
He's moving mad tonight. He's moving mad.
I can update the goal. So next goal is 1,200. Yes, Obeyed. Man's Xtra Club army is growing.
funny, man. It's funny. Big up Obey, man. Thanks a lot for the support.
MCFC Lad says, how isn't there an Obeyed shrine in the studio? There might be. It's just on this wall, so you can't see it.
Yeah, crazy support, man.
Crazy, man. You know, we massively appreciate Obeyed. And everyone in the chat appreciate it. Look what you do to them, man. They all go wild for you. Obeyd's Empire. Goat Bade. Create an Obeyed emoji. I think that might need to be done, you know. An Obeyed emoji. I think I'm doing that tonight. Obeyed with the 10 says, my army, please rise. Yes, Obeyed. Massively appreciate it.
What a guy. Moving different tonight. But yeah, I mean that's kind of it with Perone, man. I mean, yeah, we kind of like just don't really know what we're gonna get. We'll have to wait and see. But it's exciting. We're all curious just to see what's going to happen, you know. And I'm just buzzing to see what goes on with him and see if he does get any minutes. I like the look of him. He's only young. He's making a change to a different country, a different culture. He's got Alvarez next to him. That'll obviously help him a little bit settle. It might help Alvarez as well. That's no one's really spoke about. Everyone's like, oh, it'll help Perone settle. Might help. Alvarez has only been here 4 or 5 months. You know what I mean, so that's probably going to help Alvarez as well. So yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good things. It's good things. But these next 3 games are so crucial. Starting with the game on Sunday, let's go and get the win. That'll be 4 matches in a row, and then we can all start getting a little bit more confident and get our chest out a little bit. I think everyone at the moment is sort of like, we want to get confident and we want to get gassed and we want to be going on Twitter and saying we're going to win the league, we're going to do it again. But we need to see a little bit more, and I think if we get the win on Sunday, I think people are going to go crazy, bro. Because I think, you know, if you go and win at a place that you've never even scored a goal and make that 4 wins in a row, I think people start to get confident, man. Yeah,
it's next level, bro. Thing is, Tottenham ain't no pushover team and easy win. I mean, and then to not, obviously we've got the thing of never scoring against them at their ground. I think it's a massive game and it'll do so much for the team and so much for the fans. Because the more wins we get on the bounce, the more people believe, bro. Yeah. We need the belief. That's what we need. Yeah. We need the fans need to believe again. Mm-hmm. And hopefully that can happen this weekend. Like I say, it's a massive weekend in the title race. It's scary. Even just tomorrow, bro. Even just going into tomorrow is scary because the unknown. You know what I mean? The Sean Dyche driller. If he does pull off a madness, then that increases the pressure on us again, like in a different way. There's pressure on us on Sunday regardless, but there's either pressure on us to catch up or pressure on us to capitalise. That's what we need to be doing, because you need to be capitalising when they drop points, and you also need to keep with the pace. So, sweaty weekend, man. Absolutely sweaty weekend.
It's a big one.
JV with a 279 says, Obeid's going to gift 1,000 when we win at the Emirates. I think his account will get shut down, innit? Hopefully we do win at the Emirates. That's going to be a big game, that. And,
is that the first one? Yeah, it's the first game against Arsenal.
Yeah, it's bad.
Could have done with that being at home, really.
And Obeid with the 25. Yes, Obeid. He says, putting a smile on the family is what it's all about. Yes, Obeid. Someone's changed the name in chat to Obeid is GOAT. And he's got a gifted membership as well. He's just called Obeid is GOAT. That's funny, that.
The chat moves crazy sometimes. It really, really does. Ben
Chilwell's on. Yeah, Chilwell playing.
You're watching put a cross in for a Sterling goal now. Yeah, little mystic head fucking there. There we go. Right, cool. That's your Premier League. That's your Premier League preview. We will, of course, do our main preview tomorrow night. We'll get the predicted 11s in. We'll give you score predictions. Whoever did the prediction command before that ain't the score prediction.
Yeah, that's not.
So yeah, tomorrow night's the big one. Obviously, remember tomorrow 12:30 we're doing a live watch along for Arsenal, who are at Goodison Park taking on Sean Dyche's Everton. It's going to be a big game. Can Everton do anything? Probably not, but we will see. That's going to be a big watch along. Hopefully you guys can make it. If not, join us in the evening for the main preview.
Yes. Exciting times.
It is exciting times.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, innit? You know what I mean? Whatever you're doing. Early get up though, innit? So don't be out too late. I'm going to guess I'm throwing out a whim. FIFA stream, bro.
I'm going live on Twitch, man.
LBB going live on Twitch, but we'll make a command in Nightbot on it.
I did it before, but I don't know if it works because you normally do it. Let me try it. Did it work?
Oh.
Nah, it definitely didn't work, bro.
Wait, well, I don't know. I think there's two.
You have to do it, bro.
It did work. Because there's two in there. There's that one, and I think there's a City Extra Twitch one as well.
Right.
So there's two Nightbot commands. Yes. Anyway, I'll be live on his Twitch in a bit. Although it's not caught with a link, which is annoying. But yeah, just copy and paste that, put it in the in the thingy, and go watch Dynamo Drillers.
Yeah, man. Come chill in it. Come chill. You know what I'm doing tonight, bro? You know the tunes that we're rocking. I'm putting on the GTA non-stop.
Oh radio. Yeah, I can't wait for the one where you do the playlist that we listen to. The Zanti one. No, not the Zanti one. The 420 mix. That's what you need on.
Yeah.
That's what you need on.
Well. But yeah, guys, I'll be live on there in like 5 minutes, so come chill in it. I'll be live all night. So yeah, anyway, we'll be live tomorrow for the watch along. Be there 12:30. If not, tomorrow night, preview. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. See you later.
See you in a bit.